Peace. I come in the name of divine ruler equality Allah, or if you know the Ret and Kem or the Meduna Chair language for a brother like Natural Tehuti, that's Ra and the two Neb Kek. Alright? What I'm showing and proving to you is that the word Allah existed in the Ret and Kem or Meduna Chair language. Alright? And the concept of Islam, not Islam the religion, but Islam meaning peace, the absence of confusion, existed in the Nile Valley culture. All right. One, the word Allah. The word Allah in the Aramaic languages, it means luminary, light, all I seeing. Those are some of the attributes for Allah. It's the same thing for Ra or Ra in the Meduna Tir or Ret and Kem language. The only difference is the consonant R and L. In the Meduna Tir and Ret and Kem language, there was not a prevalence for the L consonant. It hardly existed in the old form of Ret and Kem, and it was only slightly used in the newer forms as you get into the New Kingdom and the Coptics and things of that nature. So any words that come out of Ret and Kem with a R consonant, a lot of those got converted to L consonants in the modern forms of speaking. All right. But the L consonant exists. And usage of the L consonant in language in addition to R shows and proves a supreme form of communication, supreme usage of dialects. And so at the same time that the word Ra or Ra exists is the same time that the word El, Elo, Eli, Elon, that existed also. Elon is actually how you pronounce it, or Elo, or Allah, or Allah. So that word existed in different forms amongst different people, both original people and Caucasian white people. But the word Allah was used in the Ret and Kem language, and it's the word Ra. Now, some people say, oh, that's the sun god. Shoot, that adds on to what I'm trying to show and prove, because we know that the sun is an emblem that's used to show and prove who's the original man and God of the universe. Being that the sun is the center of the solar system and is the brightest object that we can see in our immediate universe. The same way that Allah, the original man, and I'm not talking about no other Allah than the black man himself, is supposed to be the highest form of intellect. Bright, being smart, brains, intellect, mindful, mental. That's who's the brightest luminary in the mental world. Because through the mind, you're able to build, add on, and control resources in your environment and ultimately influence your environment. That's who God is, or the Supreme Being. Okay, now for Islam. The word Islam is not a Muslim word. The word Islam is an Arabic word. And the modern Arabic language comes from the older Aramaic and the Hebrew languages. All right? And the word that was used then was salam or shalom. All that means is what? Peace. That's the greeting for the nation of gods on earth. Peace is what? The absence of confusion. The absence of confusion comes from having a supreme mathematical outlook on things. Because once you know the supreme mathematical steps in which a process occurs, then you're able to what? Know how it operates. You're able to see what it does. That means you're able to understand what it's doing. So peace, that's the ultimate form of understanding, which is brought by mathematics. All right? But you've got to understand the origin of words. That's today's mathematics. Understanding knowledge. All being born culture. Culture is one way of life. All right? The way of life of some people in the Nile Valley was that of peace, or what is called hetep. All right, Emetep, I come in peace. Shemetep, I go in peace. Hetep means peace and also offerings. This is the same word or same definition as salam or Islam. And I'm not talking about no Islam that means no submission and slavery. That's propaganda put out by the Muslims. And gods and earths is not Muslims. We're not religious people. We don't advocate no slavery. All right. But for natural Tehuti to say that the original people in that society did not practice Islam, meaning they did not practice peace, that's a bad choice of words and a bad choice of presentation. All right. And we definitely didn't practice, as far as original people with a supreme knowledge of self, we didn't practice any Shetaut Netcher. That's how you say it, Shetaut Netcher. All right. Shata, that means secret. All right. We know who practices the secret. That's the 10% rich slave makers of the poor. All right. Those are the people that teach that Allah is invisible, or it's not really a man, or you can't see him, you're not meant to understand all of that. That's not the teachers of the nation of gods and earths. All right. You have to understand God. Understand means what? To see. What's the understanding God degree? Why does the devil teach that Allah is a righteous, unseen being that exists everywhere? Allah is the God of the heaven, the earth and the heaven is just the truth. There's no unrighteousness in him. There's no unrighteousness in me, but I'm not unseen. I'm not understood. I'm seen and heard everywhere, for I'm the all I seeing. The all I seeing, that's the Uchat. All right, that's what? The so-called eyes of Heru, eye of Ra, the left and right. Sure, you should know your name is Natural Tehuti. Tehuti was one of the eyes of Heru. His right eye is Ra or Allah. His left eye is Jehuti. It represents the bicamerality of the mind. Ra, that integrates everything through the photon. Jehuti, that dissects everything through the process of analysis. All right? But you, of all people, should understand that. Now, I see where you're going with the whole, okay, the 120 allegorical, this, that, and the other, but there's actual facts in 120. Now, I see you quoted that knowledge understanding degree in terms of inches. I see you quoted correctly, 12,478,118,400,000 inches. It's not square inches, though, because the square inches, you have to multiply another what? 12 feet per, 12 inches per foot, and then you have to multiply another 5,280 feet per mile to get the square inches. All right, so you might want to update that while you quoting it. All right, I'm going to add on later on, but that's what I got to say for right now on the Understanding Knowledge Day. And with that, I say peace, and peace, black man.